Hi, this is David Lee. Are you a small business owner? How can you do what you do and be more effective and less costly in the process? So many people are running a small business. They need customers. Is that you? And yet, how are you attracting new leads, new business to come into your funnel? Now, already, when I talk about a funnel, I'm talking about a marketing and sales funnel. And yet, as an outsider looking at many people trying to run their small business, I don't see a funnel. I don't see a system that allows people to enter into their world, arouse their curiosity, show an interest, find out something about you, and therefore go to the next step, which is to make a purchase, whether it's goods or services. Let's take a short look if we can. Here is a beauty salon. Quite often I see that a small website is built and it is nothing more than a business card. It talks about the individual, it talks about them, not about the browser, not about the person that's visiting. And so what we have is not even a funnel. It is a virtual piece of real estate that sits there that doesn't arouse my curiosity. The copywriting that's been put there has been done usually by somebody who runs the store or the shop or the business. They know nothing about marketing or how to communicate with people to emotionally engage them. So we get something that looks like this. I'll show you another example. People that I know in my past have been trying to buy or sell real estate as a property investor, and they go and do something that is a mirror image of everybody else. Now, compared to the last one, look at this one. It's identical in many elements, is that it's bland. It doesn't engage me. It's asking me for details up front, and it talks about the mechanics. Now, people, as you may know, they make decisions emotionally, and we need to be able to emotionally engage them. And I'm not emotionally engaged. Think about what you're doing at the moment with your marketing system and ask yourself, is it a marketing and sales funnel that you have, or is it just a bland business card? Is it just a bland website, a bland brochure, leaflet, whatever, that doesn't do anything to get people to go to the next step? Whether it's from the business card to your website, whether it's from a leaflet to a phone call, you have to think through all the objections that are going on in the person's mind, plus to motivate them to want to go and leave their details. So what else have we got here? Here is my accountant, for example. I asked my accountant, why do you have this website? Virtually, like most accountants, they put everything there. What these people need, including my accountant, is they need a website, a location where people can be engaged, leave their details. It's like a small mini website. It's like a satellite site. So as 60% of his customers are just looking for accounting services for their own small business, they don't need to be bombarded with all this. So what I've done, what I've developed for somebody just like you is taken away the frustrations. You don't know enough about marketing. You may know your business, you may know the ins and outs of what you do, but mostly you do not have a marketing background to be able to communicate your message and to be able to communicate it from the outsider's point of view. And so what I've done is developed here a range of websites where I look at you, I look at your business, I examine who it is that you are, what makes you unique and different, and get your story and therefore engage the person to be able to leave their details, give them an ethical bribe, to meet you, to get you to know and understand you before they've even picked up the phone or walked in the store. Here's another example, property investor. Well, he was creating so many problems for himself because he had no structure. Typically, a property investor goes around, talks to people, and if they're inexperienced, they lose their train of thought, they don't have enough background or credibility, and so they get tongue-tied, and it is very, very inefficient. I streamlined that all for this new property investor to take away all the pain and to create that funnel, to create that system so the objections are being handled online 24/7 to make his life easier. That's the idea. And to do this that is affordable, because I've streamlined, I've taken care of all the processes that are needed, all the technological problems that he doesn't understand, that are really there on autopilot. And so that he or anybody else can upgrade as they move along, as their business increases, then they can build it up. At that stage, then they can go and build the fully super duper website that they want, integrate it with their offline marketing. But most small businesses never get that far because they never get past this stumbling block. And so with my input, I'm able to get them step by step, building as they go along, so that they've got the essentials for starting off. I just wanted to be able to give you an example of exactly what I mean. So this is something you can look at and ask yourself the question, am I doing something that's systemized, structured, has a plan of action, and gets people to take that call to action when every step along the way. So you are guiding them through your funnel, through the process, and not having to repeat yourself time and time again. Thank you very much. This is David Lee.